Alright, here we go. This is part 4, and it's about Ron Paul's voting record on foreign policy. Gonna only cover 4 issues today. There's absolutely hundreds, and it's impossible to put them all into one video, but these 4 issues will give you an idea about Ron Paul. The source I'm using for the voting records on all the candidates is obtained at ontheissues.com. I really recommend that you check this site out. You'll find out a lot of things about all the candidates. Very, very informative.
In June of 2009, Ron Paul voted no. I mean, he voted no on supporting democratic institutions in Pakistan.
What did you say? Ron Paul doesn't support democracy in Pakistan?
I'm sure it has something to do with his philosophy of non-intervention. He is a libertarian after all. And he's also somewhat of an isolationist.
Well, sometimes you can take this non-intervention thing a little bit too far. Pakistan is not a democracy. They are firmly against the United States. And in the last couple of years, we can see the problems we're having with Pakistan. Ron Paul, you can't just stick your head in a hole in the ground and let the rest of the world come by with a bulldozer and plow your rear end. You were wrong on that vote, and now we all get to pay the consequences. How do you like it now?
Don't get excited yet. His isolationist and non-intervention philosophies goes far beyond just not supporting democracy in Pakistan. In 2008, he voted no on cooperating with India as a nuclear power.
Again, isolationism and non-intervention can be taken way, way, way too far. You have to engage with people that have nuclear bombs. There's just no two ways about it.
You haven't heard anything yet. Do-do-do-do-do-do. In 2005, Ron Paul voted no on deterring foreign arms transfers to China. Do-da, do-da.
There might be just a little bit more to his non-interventionist and isolationist points of view. This is just a small list of the 5 major contributors to Ron Paul's campaign committee. Believe me, if you go back to the year 2005, the numbers get quite a bit bigger. Corriente Advisors is in the business of exporting products to Communist China. Many of their products are used for military purposes. Are you getting the picture yet?
Let's be fair, Ron Paul isn't the only politician in Washington, D.C. taking campaign contributions that influence their vote on matters. But we need to look at this pretty close, and it explains a lot about Ron Paul.
Communist China is an emerging world power, and that includes their military power. One day, Communist China could well be a threat to the United States of America.
If Ron Paul becomes president of the United States, will he continue to refuse to deter foreign arms transfers to China and allow them to become a superpower threatening the United States of America?
And last but not least, Ron Paul sponsored a bill invalidating the International Criminal Court.
A little history lesson is in order now. In 2003, George Bush had invaded Iraq. Since that time, it has been determined by many people that his invasion was a war crime. To Ron Paul's favor, and to his credit, Ron Paul was against that invasion. George Bush, having committed a war crime, has set loose the dogs of war. I mean, the United States military was kidnapping and torturing people, and thousands of civilians were being murdered by our military forces.
Not only did Ron Paul vote to invalidate the International Criminal Court, he sponsored the bill. He did exactly what George Bush wanted him to do. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Way to go, Ron Paul. You voted and sponsored a bill that would protect war criminals from being indicted into the future. Is that what libertarianism is all about? Is that what non-intervention is all about? I don't think so. We don't need that.
Alright, that's all there is for now regarding Ron Paul's record on foreign policy. Just 4 issues, but that's all the time we have right now on these little short videos. Basically, Ron Paul is a isolationist somewhat, and he doesn't believe in intervening in other nations' problems. And that may be a good thing for some people, but overall, in this world today, that's not such a good thing. The United States cannot just withdraw from the world. The next video, part 5, is going to be on Ron Paul's voting record regarding government reform. It's going to be another short one. There's just a few items, but boy are they doozies. Stay tuned.